When you talk about the permitting issues and the delays, is it just a permitting issue, or is it other delays that come about because of actions taken once a project has started?
It's actually a combination of both. Some of them are the multiple levels of permitting processes that have to go through that, instead of occurring simultaneously, have to occur one upon the other, so it takes a longer period of time. So one agency has to finish their approval process before another one can start, instead of all of it being done concurrently. That's one place where you could fix things immediately. The other is sort of the back and forth, what I call the tennis match between the applicant and the reviewer. Instead of doing it all at one time and saying, here are all the feedback and requirements that we look at with your plans, and making that at one time, what happens is it's a series of back and forth which can add months and sometimes years to these projects. So I would say those areas are the places where we can most easily streamline the process, have a concurrent review process among all agencies, and then require a single opportunity for feedback and adjustments to a plan or an application in order for approval.
One of the things that I've come across, and prior to running a think tank for 25 years, I worked for 2 international engineering companies and have been involved at the state level, is having to go to multiple locations to get permits, where if we can work out an agreement with the federal government and state and local government so that it's a one-stop shop. Exactly. The costs there are a little harder to calculate, but what you're dealing with is lost opportunity cost. The other side of the coin, though, is once a project starts, having something that interferes with it, that halts the construction, leaves contractors in the field, and you're having to pay for that. That's an enormous expense. We've seen this in a number of cases. A couple that I cite on a regular basis are Texas. There was a state road that was 2.5 miles. They were widening the road. It was delayed for 33.5 months, and it added almost $4 million just in delay cost. There was a U.S. Highway 59, 2.7 miles, I think it was. They were adding 2 more lanes, and this is a very short distance, 2.7 miles. Delayed for 5 years. It added almost $18 million. And the last one was an interstate project. They're adding an interchange. It was 1.5 miles. It's delayed for 11 months, but the delay costs were $447,000. You're seeing that across the board with everything from roads and bridges to extending broadband to mass transit, which really eats up our infrastructure money, because all of that's money that should be going to infrastructure. I appreciate your coming to the committee today, and you'll